Hello, hi friends. My name is Sarvansh and thank you for watching my the other videos about the SSCM and Intune tutorial. So in Intune tutorial today I'm going to add one more video about how we can go through the our Intune console. So today's video is about the Intune console overview. So just let me go through here. This is the Intune console. I can say it is a Microsoft Endpoint Admin Center. It is a MEM console. So once you log in, you will see in this screen. So just I want to explain you where and what you can see in the console or how you can see in the devices or health check or the other things. So let me start this video now. So on the home page, you can see in it like a account status is active, service status active, and the service status the connector status is a like it's showing healthy. So if you want, if it is not showing healthy or inactive or any other status, you can just click here and you can get the details. So if you click there, then it will show you the tenant name and the MDM authority, the service release, how many total license we used, two users I have, and the total license I have the 250. So my the limit is 250 in my the Intune. So that's how you can check your the tenant ID and the other details. So these are the connectors here, which if you want to connect, then it's showing like it's not enabled. If you click here and then you can go in depth and you can integrate that or you can enable it. So these things I will explain you in my the coming videos how you can work on these options. So this is a service health and the message center you can see in it. So here you will get the details about the your like certificate. Here you can see in it the admin cannot update the certificate or if there is any message in your MEM center, so you can check it from here. And the other thing is these are the options, resource alert. If you are getting any of the alert, so it will show here. If there is something unhealthy, it will show like a device enrollment. It's showing like a error message here. Device compliance, if you click here, you can go in depth and you can check the details, what are the alerts you are having. And if you want to check the device enrollment, you can go and click here. I will be going these options through from here, and then I will be explaining all those things. So let me go with the dashboard. So this is like a something important things where all the people whoever in the new in the Intune, they want to see it how many device they are in, like all devices or Windows devices, Android devices. So this is the right place to check this. You need to go with the monitoring and the device enrollment. If you click here under the device enrollment, you will get the details. Like now none of things are here, but because it's a newly set up and going for the a lot of machines will be there. But when you are in a production, so you can see in the multiple machines here. Device compliance status. So all the device compliance status you want to check, you can click here and you can check out how many devices are there. So compliant is the one device, non-compliance is zero, and the managed by the config mgr. So this thing you can check when you integrated your Intune with the MECM or SSCM, then that is called like co-management. So how many machines are there in Intune and the SSCM? So you can check the count from here. Then we can go with this the device configuration. So this is if you have configured any policy for the devices, so you can check it from here and you can check it there the whether this policy assigned or it's not assigned, and this is the last update. So you can get the profile name, platform, which type of platform it is, for the Windows, Mac OS, iOS, or the profile type, what kind of profile it is, assigned, this is assigned or not, and the last modified, when that the policy was modified. Now here is a client app. So if you want to check client app, suppose you have deployed on the application, or you want to check in the how many machines it got installed or how much is pending, so you can go here and you can search any of the specific application which is status you wanna check it. So suppose I'm going to check it like Adobe Acrobat Reader. So I can click here and it will give you the complete details as in how many machine it got installed and how many not installed. This is the failed, install pending, and the not applicable. So it will give you the chart very easily compared to SSEM. I can say this reporting part is so far better, and easily you can get the chart and the client count. Even if you click here, suppose you want to check it and on how many machines this application got installed, so you can click here and the window will open. Here you can get the all the machines details where this application got installed, and then you can click here on the export button. Then you can just save it, which data you want. So guys, these are the options. Let me go with the another option quickly. I don't want to make this video very lengthy, so I can show you the quickly. So here is the detail something Intune enrollment device, which type of platform and how many devices enrollment here. So this quickly you can check out. So Windows we have one here, Android is 0, iOS is 0, and the Mac 0, and mobile devices 0. So total count is 1. So I will be enrolling the device. Yeah, I have not enrolled multiple device because I want to create a video and I can show you how you can enroll the Windows device, Android, iOS, or the macOS devices. So if from here you can get the details. If you click here, then you can get all the Windows devices which is enrolled in the Intune. So here if you see it, this is the host name for the device, Windows device, and it is managed by Intune. If this device is managed by SSEM, then it will be like a config mgr, and the ownership is a personal. Is it compliance or not? So this machine is compliance. OS type is Windows, and OS version is this. So like the detail you can get it if you are clicking on that this any of the link, and you will be getting the complete details about that that machine. So like a device name you can get it managed by who is managing that. Is it a personal or officially, like it's managed by the company or it's managed by you. So phone number detail, the primary user who is enrolled by who enrolled this device into your Intune, so you can verify here. Is it a compliance or not? Operating system is a Windows operating system, and the device model, it's a VM. So I enroll this device in my the VM, and okay, so that's why it's showing the VM. Now if you want to check the like a more details, so you can go with the prerequisite, the properties, and here you can see in it the device name, management name, and device type is unassigned. Okay, and this is the device ownership, is it a personal or corporate? So if you want to change as a corporate, then your policy will deploy to that and user machine. So but still it is under the personal only. Now if you want to check the hardware detail, you can go and check with the click on the hardware, and you will be getting the complete detail about that machine. So now here is a discovered app, or the device compliance, is it that this device is compliance or not. So built in the device compliance policy, it's showing the error. If you want to check, just you can click here, and you can see it, why it is showing the error. So has the compliance policy assigned. Mm, and it's showing the error. If you want to check the more details, you can click here, and the error code will be here why it is showing the as an error in a non-compliance. So these are the option you can check. Then you can go with the Android in the same way, all the things will work. And why it is showing under the Android. Okay, I'm not sure, something goes wrong there. It's taking the Windows only. iOS. Okay, so this filter I think it's not working properly. So if you want to check, like a Windows, Android, and iOS, Mac, or you can just click on that link and you can get the details. So here is a, again, one more thing is a, like a compliance is a grace period, not ablated, not compliant, or the total. So you can click any of the machine and you can get the details. So here I clicked on 0, so that's why it is not showing anything here. If you want to check for this compliance, so you can go here and click on the compliance machine and you will be getting the list here. Okay, it's by default it's selected non-compliance. Anyway, you can change it from here. If you click the assign status, you can check the assigned status detail, assignment failure, device and the restricted app, encryption reports. So there are the multiple features. You can just click one by one and you can check under the your monitor tab. Let me go to the all services what it will show here. So if you want to go from here, that's fine, and even you can go from here. So you can see in it the devices here, apps is here, then the endpoint analytics is here, endpoint security is showing, report is showing. So if you want to go from here, you can go, this is the one way, and from here also you can click. So both the things are will be same. You can use any way to check the details. So let us go from here, the devices. Under the devices, here is a big list of the features. So it will shows you enrollment status. As I showed you, if you click here, I think click is not working here. How many devices are enrolled? So Windows device enrolled is 1, and the Android is 0, and these are the things you can get it from here, like your all the platform, how many clients are enrolled yet in your Intune console. So here is a like a iOS. It's showing enrollment failure by the OS. So I was trying to enroll my iPhone, but somehow it was not working. I have to check that issue. That's why it's showing the 5 times my the iOS code field enrolled failure by the OS. So 5 times my this iPhone got failed, but I will enroll that. And the here is a enrollment alert. So if you are having any alert for your enrollment, you can check the details from here. And the compliance status, how many machines are the compliance or non-compliance or in a grace period. So this is like a something good where you can check the in-depth report here. So here is showing the device without compliance policy. So there is a one device which is not having any kind of the device policy, and it will shows you the error here. So you can click here and you can go inside what kind of this device is. So this is the error. Already I shows you why it was showing the error, but you can go in that way from the reporting part. Then here is the setting for has a compliance policy it assigned to all platform is active. This policy is assigned to all, and the third policy is enroll exist user exists. So these policy are applied to all. If you are creating any compliancy policy, so it will show you on which type of platform it applied. And here is a like a threat detection that is a part of Microsoft Defender ATP. So if you are integrated your Defender ATP with your MEM, then you can get it a report here. But if you are not integrating also, it will give you the some basic report. But if you integrated or you want to use, there is a separate URL to use the Microsoft Defender ATP, so you can use that also. And here is a one more chart like a device protection status, the pending security intelligence update or pending the full scan. So this is all about your the antivirus or some other like a critical failures, pending offline scan. So scanning is the part of your the defender. It's antivirus, and the pending annual step, pending restart, pending full scan, or the intelligence update. So these are the details you can check it under your the overview. Now if you click the all devices, it will give you the all the devices list, and here you can see in it what kind of OS it is having. I'm sorry. and is it a compliance or not. This is a ownership is a personal or corporate or managed by the Intune, or what is the host name. So you can get the more details from here for the all the devices. If you want to export, so here is a button that you can export it only the selected item or include the inventory. So that's how you can do it from here. Now let's go for the monitoring. So if you go for the monitoring, this console already I shows you. So in the monitoring, you can go with the assignment status, you can assignment failure, or the device with the restricted, or the encryption report, certificates. So these are the big list. You can check it the one by one from all the types report. You can get it from here. I will create one more video about this monitoring to understand it better when I will be having the more devices in my Indian console. Let me go with the other part is okay. So here is a by the platform. So here this is all devices what we are seeing. If we want to check only for the Windows, so we can click here and I will be getting only the Windows device details. And if you want to enroll it, so you can go here the Windows enrollment, and these are the ways to enroll the Windows devices. So you can go with the automatic enrollment. You click here and here some steps we have to follow. These are the links you can use it, that I will be showing you in my next video. Another is a Windows Hello for the business, CNAME validation, enrollment status page. So these are the ways you can use it with your the enrollment for the on enrollment. Windows policy. So compliance policy you can check it from here also. If you create any policy, if you want to create a policy, you can click here and you can create the policy. The configuration profile, if you want to create a configuration profile, you can click here. PowerShell script, if you want to use any the PowerShell script and you want to deploy it on a end user machine, so you can click here and you can create a PowerShell script as well. Then where we was, okay, we was here. So Windows 10 upgrade ring, if you want to upgrade your the Windows 10, then you can create a profile and you can plan it. So it's a like a very big task how you can do it. Just I'm showing what are the options and the features are we can perform in the Intune. And the Windows upgrade pre, so you can use it from here. Then here is about the iOS. In the same way, it will show you about the iOS, how many devices are available there in iOS, how you can enroll the device. So Apple MDM push certificate, you have to use the Apple MDM push certificate, then you are the iOS device fit enrolled here. These are the compliance profile for your the iOS device. Same way you can go for the Mac. How many Mac devices are there, and the Mac enrollment, the Apple MDM you can use and you can enroll the Mac devices. So like that you can use the enrollment even for this. There is a okay, what is this overview? Android devices, Android device, or how you can Android device, how you can enroll it. So you can go with the Mane Google Play Store, sorry, Google Play, and from there you can download the company portal. So it's a like a Intune company portal application name that you can download and you can log in easily. So guys, these are the option available, and again it's an enroll device is the, again it will link to the same things. How you want to enrollment, the same page is open. For the Windows, what are the ways you can use it from here. For Apple enrollment, what are the ways you can use it. Android, or the enrollment restrictions, you can create a policy. If you want with this if the device is having the certain parameters what you define here, that device only can enrolled in your Intune console. So you can set that kind of policy from here. corporate device identifier. If you want to create it like a corporate device identifier, you can create a policy from here. And the device enrollment manager, if you want to create a like a device enrollment manager policy, you can go here and you can do this. Here is a compliance policy. It's again, I explained that same thing is coming again and again because it's a hyperlink everywhere. So policy, if you want to create like a compliance policy, you can go and create the compliance policy, and that you can assign to your machine or the end user. If you are having any notification related to compliance, you can go here and check your all the compliance things in here. So retired non-compliance device, if there is any device is the retired with the non-compliance policy, then it will shows you here if you want to delete it or if you want to remove. So here you can perform such task. So location is, if you want to create a like a under the compliance policy based on the location wise, you can create that from here. So this is all about to create your the compliance policy, and these are the compliance policy setting. So mark the device no compliance as it, if it is not um, like mark the device with the no compliance policy assigned as. Okay, so if it is this policy is assigned, then how it will show you the compliance or non-compliance, that you can select it here. So compliance status validity, so if you seen it here, the specify period which device status is the restricted. Okay, so basically this option is if your device is not reporting more than the 30 days, so it will goes to the in a non-compliance status. So if you want to change it for the 7 days, 15 days, you can change it from here. These are the compliance policy. Then the conditionally access, if you want to use the like a conditionally access on you need to create a user on the what the basis. It's like a it will work like a access control. So if you want to provide or the restricted your the users to based on the some parameters on, if it is followed that some of the parameters, then only user can log in. So you can provide the conditionally access inside and the reporting. um, this thing is not connected because I need to connect with the AD integration with the log analysis. So I need to connect with that. I will show you in the my coming video how you can get it the and how you can use the inside and reporting part. Diagnostic and the problem solving, if you are having any problem, so it will shows you here and you can diagnostic and like the troubleshooting the problem, configuring the policy for the application. You can click here and you can get a help actually. So it will redirect to some of the links and it will help in your the troubleshooting part. Then is the named location, if you want to use like a divide into your infra with the country base, so you can go with the named location based. Custom control, so guys here is so many options. I explained you the much details about this, so you can go on through the one by one option and read it well, so you will be understanding well. So my purpose to just show you the console and how and where or what the things we can get it. Let me go with the now the in the apps control. So under the apps, you will be getting the how many applications are there in the Intune console, or how many deploys, or what are the status for that. So if you want to check the application status report, you can check in the your the apps under the apps. So let me go with the all apps. Okay, so here is nothing for the moment for all apps, and let's see for the monitor if we have something app license discovered. So app install status, so which app got is installed. So if you seen it here, it's a all applications are showing. If you click here, then it will give you the complete report. So this is what I was showing you the earlier. To get the application status, you can click on any of installed, not installed, failed, installed. So you can click there and you can go inside where you can get the more detail about this application, where it got installed, where it got failed, it not compliance, like that, such details you can get it. App protection status. So here you can get the dashboard, assigned user, how many users has assigned, user status for the OS or iOS, Android. So these are the status you can get it. When you are into the production, you will be having the very much colorful chart here, so it will be interesting to use it. Now recently I configure this my Intune console, so that's why I'm having the very less application here. Now, here is the application by the Windows. So, what are the application related to the Windows? It will give you which you have deployed. Not no application found. So, still I have not added any of the application. If you want to add it, you can go here and just you can click and you can search out from the Microsoft Store or Office 365 app or the Windows 10 app. You can just click here and you can search out. So for the Windows 10, this application is available there. You can select it and then it will work out. If you select it, then it will show here how you want to manage it or how you want to configure it. In the same way, you can have a iOS and the iPad OS. If you want to create any application, you can just click here and you can use that application. So iOS app provisioning profile, if you want to create it, you can go from you can go here and you can create the profile here. But guys, don't be bored with this video. Just I'm trying to show you where you can do what. And in my coming videos, I will be creating one video for each and every topic to explain you in a brief. Now here is a policy. So for the application, if you want to create a policy, you can go here under the policy tab and you can create a policy like a app protection policy. You can go here and click here and you can create a app protection policy like a for iOS, Android or the Windows 10. Suppose I'm going to create a for the Windows 10. So here it will give you the details, that steps you have to follow and that you can create. Okay, I think I went something wrong. Now here is a app compliance policy. If you want to create like a app compliance policy, you can create it here, and the multiple more options are here that you can use for your day-to-day activities. Let me go for the endpoint protection. So what is this? This is a your Windows Defender ATP. So you can call like a Microsoft Windows Defender console. So if you are using Windows Defender in your infra, that you can integrate, and here is a link. If you click here, it will open a new window and you can go to your the Windows Defender. No, I think it's not configured. Wait, let me check out. Okay, connection status is unavailable. Still, I have not configured the my Windows Defender here. So I will connect it and I will show you how it will work. And I can create a video how you can connect with the Windows Defender and how the Windows Defender will work with the integration of this Intune. So let us go about the this overview. So here you can get the overview about your the Defender and all devices, how many devices are enrolled to the Windows Defender and the Windows Defender activated on that machine. You can get it here. Security baseline you want to create like a Windows 10 security baseline, Defender endpoint for baseline, or the Microsoft is baseline. If you want to create any of the baseline, you can create from here. Security task you can create it from here, and this is all logic about the antivirus. When you learn about the Windows Defender, then easily you can use it. So this is the antivirus, like antivirus status, how many the pending update or the pending full update. Because when you enable the Windows Defender ATP, so it will be a daily virus signature update to your end user machine. So that kind of details you can get it from here, like how many the pending update are there, how many full updates, or the pending restart, or pending the manual steps. So complete details you can get it here when you enable your Windows Defender. Encryptions also you can check it from here. If you encrypted your the disk, and if you want to create your the any of the policy for this disk encryption, so you can check it from here. And this is the firewall, is the main important policy. You can create a firewall policy here, but I would like to suggest better to create in a Defender console only. That will be better. But this is a Windows Defender, this is not a Windows Defender ATP. So this is not a ATP, it's like a normal Defender. If you want to create a policy and want to manage to your machine for a Windows Defender, you can create a policy from here. And these are the options, I can say. You can configure account protection, device compliance, whether this device is compliance or not. So these are the options you can use inside the your endpoint protection. And here is a report. What kind of report you are looking? It is like a device compliance, how many devices are compliant. So here you can go and check how many devices are compliance, non-compliance, managed by the config mgr, total to- sorry, total client how many, and when it was refreshed. So it refreshed in on last 20 two. It's I think almost 1 day old, or this is a US time. And the another thing is about the your the group policy report. If you want to check, so last refresh status is not there because your the group policy has not integrated yet with Intune console. Windows update report you can get it here. If you are deploying any updates, so you can get it from here, like profile, version, success, error, in progress, rollback, installed, cancel. So these are the updates you can get it here. And guys, you seen it one thing, here is a summary and here is a complete report, like a device compliance trend. If you click here, then you will be getting the more in depth, and you will be having the filters also. So you can select the filters and you can get the report, whatever report you are looking. Okay, so in the same way, if you want the in-depth report here, so you can click here and you can get the group policy report. Or Windows update, if you want, you can click here the report, and click here you will be getting the more option to select. And here will be the chart, and here you can get the raw data. Then this is about in the report, Windows Defender antivirus report, how many devices are enrolled there, or like a total clients. And if you want to check the in-depth report, you can click here. And the antivirus engine status, like the clean, full scan, pending reboot. So these report you can get it in a chart, and the raw data. And the device even you can change it from here. What are the option you want to select it? Suppose you want to select only for the clean, so you can go with the clean and can generate the report. So that's how you can use this option. Like the firewall related report, you can use it. And now here is the analytics. So endpoint analytics, if you need to configure it, and you have to integrate endpoint analytics with your Intune, then you can utilize your the analytics report in your Intune. Then this is a data warehouse. If you want to add your the data ware, or you want to integrate with the Power BI, you can enable this feature in Intune data warehouse. If you want to monitor the Azure, so you can connect with the Azure diagnostic setting. Here you can start create a subscription, then you can use it the diagnostic setting, or for the log analytics then you have to configure it, subscribe this for the log analytics, then you can use it, and the same way with the workbook. So if you subscribe it, then you can use inside the report, and you will be having like a multiple option to generate the reports. Now here is a users. So we seen a devices here, and now here is a users. So device, what you seen it a device, what we was having only the one devices here. And when I'm going into the users, so I can see in it the here is a two users as available in my the Intune. If you want to add the new users, you can go here on the what the basis, invite user or the create user. You can go from here, but better to create a user in your um, Azure Active Directory, and then it will be automatically reflect in your the Intune console. So these are the users. If you want to check any of the users detail, you just click on here, and you can get the details what kind of this user, user sign in, when it sign in user, and this integrated with the Azure Active Directory. Then the Azure, what is the username, 1007 harmansingh dot on microsoft.com. If you want to reset this password directly, you can reset it from here. You can just click here, and this cannot be the maybe due to the incorrect level of, okay, got it. Now let me show you how you can do that. I think I don't, okay, let me click here. Yeah, so for this 008, password is resetted and the new password is this. Now that's how you can reset it. Anyway, I'm going to reset it again, so you cannot use that password. Now, administrative unit or assigned role, if you want to create any assignment, you can click and create it. So here is a multiple options which you can create the policies, or if you want to create the groups, you can go here and you can add the membership, or for the applications on which you or the applications is assigned, you can check it here. These are licensing things, you can check it here. Devices, Azure assignment. So these are the things available in your the Intune console. And here is a something remaining. Let me show you the groups. So here you can create a security group. Like a, here is by default Azure ATP Harvansh administrator, and here is a Azure ATP Harvansing users. So these are the three by default groups are created, all groups. If you want to check the details, you can click on any of the groups, and you can check out what kind of this group and what are the rights it's having. So it's having membership is assigned, a source type is cloud, security type is a security, object ID is this when it was created, and direct membership is 0, groups is 0, device is 0, and these are the details you can check it out for your about the groups. Then like a membership, how many membership it's having, ownership or administrative users, license, uh, Azure role assignment. So these are the things you can use it from your the Indian console. So this video idea was about how can I gone through to you in the Intune console, so you can be the familiar when you are totally new in the Intune console, where you can check the device or the users or the report. So that's how guys you can use it. And let me show you the last option, the tenant administrator. So this option earlier also I shows you that the tenant administrator, tenant is Harvansh dot onboard Harvansh on board dot this, and the total license is 250. Two license I am using. So, and Intune tunnel gateway, server configuration, site, server, user profile, apps. So these things I will be showing you again in my the coming videos. So here is a multiple options which you can use in your the Intune console. So guys, thank you for watching this video. See you soon in my next video with the coming up with some new ideas. I can show you how you can enroll the device, or how you can run the reports, or how you can deploy the applications. So thank you guys for watching this video. See you soon in my next video.